Celebrity cancellations happen so often, I usually forget about them a few months later, and I'm sure you do too. That's why today we're going to be listing the top 10 celebrities you didn't know were cancelled this year. I'm Mackenzie, and make sure to subscribe if you're new here. In at number 10, Justin Timberlake. Justin Timberlake's past actions were exposed after the recent documentary framing Britney Spears was released. The documentary centered around Britney's terrible treatment by the media and how the people in her life contributed to this. One of the people that made the media treatment worse was her boyfriend at the time, Justin Timberlake. His worst offenses were speaking about their love life when that was something Britney wanted to keep hidden, along with insinuating Britney cheated on him in his Cry Me a River music video. But Timberlake was not only exposed for treating Britney badly, but his handling of the infamous Janet Jackson Super Bowl scandal was also questioned, because Jackson's career was essentially ruined after that, and Timberlake got away scot-free. In a response to all the backlash, he posted a lengthy apology to Instagram. However, many felt the apology was too little too late, and was only made because he was being called out, not because he actually meant it. And at number 9, Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato made headlines when they came for an LA frozen yogurt shop called The Big Chill. While Demi was visiting, they noticed that there were a lot of treat options that they deemed diet foods, like sugar-free cookies. Demi then decided to call out the shop on Instagram, where they told the shop how bad of an experience that they had and told the shop to do better. The Big Chill responded on their page, saying, quote, "We carry items for diabetics, celiac disease, vegan, and of course have many indulgent items as well." Demi then got backlash for not considering other dietary needs and making everything about themselves, because diabetics require sugar-free options. Demi ended up apologizing for attacking the business, but many felt that Demi needs to do a better job to not attack a small business in the middle of a pandemic where they are most likely already struggling. In at number 8, DaBaby. DaBaby was cancelled a few months ago after he went on a homophobic rant during his Rolling Loud set. The rapper went on to make disparaging comments regarding AIDS, spewing hateful and damaging rhetoric about the LGBT community. After his comments, the backlash was swift, and he was promptly cut from a number of other music festivals that he was lined up to perform at. His collaborator on the hit song Levitating, Dua Lipa, even made a statement condemning the comments. DaBaby has apologized a number of times, but his apology has not been accepted. And at number 7, Sia. Sia is best known as an iconic singer, but she decided to take a dive into directing, and it got her cancelled. She decided to create and direct a movie called Music about a girl with autism. The movie was star-studded, including Kate Hudson in the cast, who actually won a Golden Globe for her performance. After the film was released, it faced extensive backlash. Many found the film to be damaging to the autistic community, along with perpetuating stereotypes about the condition. Sia also got backlash for deciding to cast Maddie Ziegler, her longtime dancer, in the role instead of an actual autistic person. In at number 6, Matt Damon. Matt Damon was cancelled earlier this year after he tried to seem woke by admitting that he used the F slur. Basically, during an interview, he shared a story about how his daughter urged him to stop using the F slur as it is homophobic. Damon claims he only used it as a joke and never in a hurtful manner, but his daughter's words resonated with him, so he decided to stop saying it. But that instantly backfired, with people calling out the star for ever saying it in the first place. So then Damon tried to clear the air and clarify that he never actually said the F word in the first place, he only heard it back when he was a kid. But the damage was already done and no one believed the excuse. Halfway at number 5, Alex Rodriguez. In 2020, A-Rod and J-Lo were the talk of the town, and everyone was obsessed with their love story and engagement. But the engagement did not last, because we found out that A-Rod was cheating on J-Lo during their relationship. It all started when Southern Charm star Madison LaCroix was accused of having an affair with an ex-MLB player, with many alleging that A-Rod was that player. Cast member Danny Baird also revealed on the Reality Life with Kate Casey podcast that Madison and A-Rod had been FaceTiming or something while he was engaged to J-Lo. Madison defended A-Rod and said that they never met up, but the damage was already done, and after multiple cheating allegations, J-Lo decided to leave A-Rod and is now happily back with Ben Affleck. In at number 4, Jamie Lynn Spears. In the midst of the Free Britney movement, fans turned to Jamie Lynn for answers on why she didn't help her sister who was struggling. Things were made worse when Britney called out Jamie Lynn on her Instagram, making it clear that Jamie Lynn did not support her in her battle against her father. Britney wrote in one caption, quote, "I don't like that my sister showed up to an awards show and performed my songs to remixes. My so-called support system hurt me deeply. This conservatorship killed my dreams." Jamie Lynn responded to the hate on Instagram, saying that she supported her sister behind the scenes way before the Free Britney movement was created, but that did not stop the hate train. And at number 3, Jen Shah. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star Jen Shah was arrested by the feds on March 30th of 2021 for allegedly ripping off elderly people in a telemarketing scam. Footage from the reality show showed Jen getting a call right before the ladies were set to go on a trip, then fleeing before the police are able to arrest her. Apparently, she would encourage the elderly to invest in dubious online projects, along with selling them bogus business services. Jen is facing charges of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and conspiracy to commit money laundering, for which she could end up with 30 years in prison if found guilty. Let me know below if any of you are watching Real Housewives of Salt Lake City or Beverly Hills. I actually watch both of them. I'm a big Beverly Hills fan. I think I've said that multiple times. I just started watching Salt Lake City. It is really good. It's really juicy, even aside from this Jen Shah telemarketing stuff. Anyway, please let me know below. And at number 2, Lil Nas X. Lil Nas X was the target of religious groups and conservatives after he released the song and music video for Montero, Call Me By Your Name. The song has themes of sin and darkness, but the video takes it up a notch. In the video, he kisses a man in the Garden of Eden and then rides a stripper pole down to hell. But then he took it a step further and he revealed he'd collaborated with streetwear company Mischief to release 666 pairs of limited edition Satan shoes. The stunt was incredibly successful and the shoes sold out in minutes, but it got him even more backlash along with getting sued by Nike. But as usual, Lil Nas X did not dwell over the situation. Instead, he made the best of it and got even more promotion for the song. And finally, at number 1, Chris Harrison. Chris Harrison is the legendary host of the Bachelor franchise, but he was caught up in a major scandal after contestant Rachel Kirkconnell was exposed for racially insensitive actions. In the midst of this scandal, Harrison was getting interviewed by former Bachelorette Rachel Lindsay, who was the first Bachelorette of color, and Harrison was really aggressive and rude when talking about the issues. Harrison's take on the photos ended up making the whole scandal a lot worse. One of Harrison's controversial statements included, quote, "I've heard a lot of, I think she should, I think he should. Who the hell are you? Who are you to demand that?" People found his comments to be insensitive and many said he was too quick to defend a contestant accused of racist actions. Chris ended up apologizing, but the backlash against him got so bad that he was cut from the franchise and they found new hosts to replace him. So that's all for the list, guys. Please let me know your thoughts on everything below. But before I go, I'm going to shout out some comments from my video on Camila Cabello. Mama Leto said, "Before making a video, check your facts. Most of the things you said have been proven wrong and photoshopped, but I guess if you want views, Dragon Camila is always a clout attraction." So I did see a lot of comments that a lot of the stuff was photoshopped. I did a lot of research, and for some of the stuff she responded to it. So I'm not saying you guys are wrong. I'm sure you're right about the stuff being photoshopped, but I'm just surprised if it was photoshopped that Camila made like apologies for the stuff. That's why I assumed obviously it was correct. I'm so sorry if I did include fake stuff, but when I was researching all the stuff, I never once came across an article that said, you know, racist stuff about her is fake. Or else I obviously wouldn't have included it. So that's just a weird one to me. Is there even a conspiracy about that, if it's fake or not? I don't know, but I did not see anything about that. Then Jen K said somebody's getting sued. Definitely not getting sued because literally nothing, because she commented on the allegation. So how can I literally said what she commented on. So no, nobody is getting sued. Then Angel said it's always a he said, she said, and that's always true for sure. We never know like the full story, but from what we saw, it's definitely quite bad. Unless some of it is fake, then that's a different story, but it's looking pretty bad. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Alright guys, that's all for the video today. Thanks so much for sticking around if you made it all the way here. If you liked the video and you want to see more, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel below. I've been your host, Mackenzie Smith. Make sure to check us out on social media, and I'll catch you all in the next one.